Good evening, good evening, everyone. So you all are warmly welcome to how to solve the CTF challenges presentation and live demonstration. So first of all, I want to thank you all who participate this Hack to Win CTF event, and also want to congrats for all the winners. Yeah, so let me introduce myself and the presenters today. So I am Suranga. I work for PayPal as a senior incident responder at Cybersecurity Operations Center. So also supporting me, my colleague Huiru. She also a senior incident responder at Cybersecurity Operations Center at PayPal. Okay, so let's continue our presentation. Yep. So this is the table of content. So I think most of all of you more curious to know the statistics of the above Hack to Win CTF event. Also, we are planning to give you a small description about what is the CTF, type of CTF, why we need to play CTF, where we can find the CTF events, and the most important part and our big focus here is the live demonstration. Okay, so let's go for the statistics part. So here you can see in left side, you can see the top users who scored in the Hack to Win CTF event. So basically, this was designed for 1.5 hour challenge, but to give you more exposure and experience and give you a big learning curve, we decided to allow you to play more than 70 hours. It's around 72 hours. Okay, so let me explain you the challenge and category. I think you all are aware of this one. So basically we had 5 challenge categories. So forensic category, cryptography, reverse engineering, steganography, and web challenge category. For the web challenge category, we have placed 4 different challenges, 4 different flags. And for all other areas, we put 1 challenge for each. Okay, this is the important part. So for the event, we observed there are 86 students users has registered as players, and majority of them, the good news is majority of them had at least try to get some flags. So the total point allocated for the CTF event is 100 marks. So the good news is a lot of people had achieved that 100%. So it's a good news, and it's a happy news. So there are 8 challenges, as I mentioned. From these 8 challenge, the most favorite challenge was find me if you can. This was the challenge resolved more than 844 people who were able to resolve this challenge. The least the challenge had least resolve rate was the no more pain. Only 16 people able to resolve this one. So you can take a look at the graph. So you can see the there is a smooth smooth increase of the submarine flags, but you can see for the first one, first one means find me if you can flag has the highest number. Okay, so here is the score distribution. This is the most critical thing, and this is what we need to discuss here. So you can see, so score between 0 and 12, there are 14 players, and score between 96 to 100, so 13 players. So there is a huge gap here. If you take a look at the this graph, you can see students or players with less than 50 marks is the majority of students couldn't score up to 50 marks. So as a statistic, this is more than 60%. So we can see middle layer, only 1 student for each category. 48 to 61, 60 to 72 1, 72 to 84 1, 84 to 96 1. More than students or players who scored 100% is 30. So there is a huge gap here. So I believe more than this presentation may be more valuable for the student who score less than 50%. This is the majority. Okay, so again, percentage, solve percentage per challenges. It's again same thing. So more than 90% had resolved. Find me if you can, and more than less than 30% had 40% had resolved no more pain. Okay, this is another thing we need to discuss if when we are playing CTF. So submission percentage. So in this CTF event, we didn't restrict the number of time to submit a flag, but a lot of real world CTF, they have restrict submission numbers. So basically they allow 3 submissions per challenge. So, but you can see here, so total number of solved challenges are 222, but total number of attempts for all these challenges 1000, nearly 1200, as a ratio 1 to 6. So that means for each and every challenge, one player has submitted at least six submissions. Yeah, so yeah, it should be basically 3 in real world scenarios. So that means that's just a thing you need to consider when you are playing in the real world. So you cannot submit a lot of flags blindly. So you need to know the exact flag before you submit. Unless you may not able to score the highest mark. Okay, let's back to the presentation then. So that's all about the statistics. Okay, so here we need to know what are CTFs. I think you all are now aware because you already played that hack to win CTF event. So simply CTF means the capture the flag. So capture the flag events are computer security competitions. In another word, we can say security games. So think of it as a puzzle solving competition. So you all are, I mean, no need to, I do not need to give you more context because you all are aware now because you played it, you tried, you know the pain. So it's more like a resolving a puzzle. So it's a, you can imagine how long time you need, and it's based on the skill and the thinking capacity and the whatever the thing you already know and whatever the thing you already need to learn. So these are the things you can get from the CTF. Okay, let's go to the let's go to discuss about the CTF types. So there are 2 different type of CTF. Okay, so one is Jeopardy, one is attack and defense. First of all, I would like to ask from you all, what is the hack to win CTF? What is the type of hack to win CTF that you played last few days? So just put your comment on the chat box. I really like to hear from you all. Yeah, almost all the, I mean, all the people answered correctly. So yeah, it's Jeopardy style. I think you already aware of these CTF types. So Jeopardy and attack defense. Let's take, I mean, I briefly go through these two CTF types to get aware for other people's. Yeah, so our CTF was Jeopardy style. So what's that mean? Jeopardy style. Jeopardy style means various challenges in a range of categories. Example, so you observed we have web challenge category, we have reverse engineering category, we have cryptography categories, technography, sometimes you may see stereography categories, some and forensic categories. These are the things you can see. So when you see these type of individual challenges, you can determine it as a Jeopardy style CTF event. And so basically Jeopardy style CTF event designed for individuals. It means solo players or team players. So 2 or 3, maximum 5, maybe 10, based on the CTF complexity and the uh, design architecture. They can put the how many individuals or how many teams can participate. So basically most of CTF events are team based. I think you all are aware now how you can what is the ultimate goal and how you can score. So for example, let's say you and me are playing that same CTF, and I scored 100% within 1 hour, and you scored 100% within 30 minutes. So in that case, I am the second one, because you already finished that one. So your name is at the top of the leaderboard. My name is at the second. So in that case, you are the winner, I am the second place. Yeah, that's how the Jeopardy style CTFs are working. Okay, next one is attack defense. This is not more common, and we cannot see it in the real world. I mean, we cannot see this oftenly, because this is bit complex to develop, as well as it requires a lot of skills to play. I mean, from the player's perspective, it requires a lot of skills as well. For example, let me explain the scenario. If you take a look at this image, you can see there are 4 teams: team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4, and each team has their own server. So team 1 server, team 2 server, team 3 server, and team 4 server. So team 1 has responsibility to protect their server. While protecting their server, they need to attack other servers to find the flags. So let's say team 1 protect their server, and they manage to attack 2-3 servers and obtain some flags. So but let's say team 2 also managed to give one flag, and but they couldn't manage to hack others machines. That means they are scoring very less score. That's how that game is going on. So the defensive means they do they do not allow others to get a score, and attacking means they are gaining the scores. So the most famous uh, attack defense CTF is DEFCON CTF. I think you can search a lot on the Google and get more details about this type of CTF events if you are interested, and you can also participate these things and play it. Yeah, it's a question time. So I will ask you one question here. So remember to write down the question and the answer. There no need to answer here, anyone. Just write it down. Then at the end of session, we will tell you what you need to do with this question and the answer. Okay, take 1 minute to read the question and write your answer in a paper or somewhere. Let me read the question for you. Which of the following challenge use Regendale language algorithm? So which of the following challenge use Regendale algorithm? Answer number 1, ancient femininity number challenge, or PCAP analyst 101 challenge, or invisible flag challenge, or use engineering challenge. Okay, I think you already write down the answer. Yeah, let's move to the next slide. Okay, here why we need to play CTF. So just simply let's discuss why we need to play CTF. So CTF help you to enhance your knowledge and the skills, as well as if you already build some skills, it will help you to recall your skills and theoretical knowledge that you have gained. So the important thing about CTF is legally controlled, protected environment. So this is the whole intention and purpose here to check your skills and learn new skills. That's the whole intention behind the CTF event. So in that case, so you are legally allowed to do anything. Anything means within the restrictions mentioned in the documents, you can do anything. The important thing you need to remember, so I believe you all are in next couple of years, you all are going to industry as cybersecurity professionals. So as a cybersecurity professionals, you need to know the legal background behind the cybersecurity jobs, because so hacking is not a simple thing. It's damaging some companies it is damaging to whole community, companies, and everything, governments maybe. So in that case, government has declared very strict laws against the cybersecurity crime activities. So you need to read about these things. You can go to Google and search for Singapore, at least Singapore cyber laws. Just go there and read the cyber laws, because most of cyber laws are very strict. Sometimes if you did something very small, and if they catch you, so you will put into jail in maybe 10 years, maybe 50 years, or 100 years maybe. Yeah, that much dangerous cyber laws. Yeah, so be aware of this one. So don't we highly recommend you, and we highly advise you not to try to hack anything available in the internet. Just limit to skills to lab environment or CTF events till you get legal approval from someone to test that website or hack into that website or whatever their web server maybe, network. Yeah, so don't do that on the public internet. That's the biggest advice we can give you. Yeah, so other thing is we need to know about CTF. So actually CTF, many of CTF based on the real world scenarios and available vulnerabilities. So in that case, it is good for you to increase and learn about the uh, existing vulnerabilities and practice them. Okay, apart from these, there are some other advantage as well. So since I think I do not need to explain these things, because you know the pain and the advantage by playing this hack to win CTF event. So it will build problem solving skills. So you need to, sometimes it may be painful for you. For example, if you take one challenge, and let's take that no more pain challenge. So only 16 people had resolved. So but participants, it's let's say participants are 80 people had participated, but only 16 had resolved. So rest of people's had a pain. So they know then they need to practice and increase their problem solving skills. So it's an advantage for them. They know how to be patient and how to do these things. So other thing is communication and teamwork skills. From this CTF, I believe you cannot build that communication and teamwork skills, because this is a solo event, but majority of CTF events are based on the team. So when you are playing it as a team, you need to communicate with each other. For example, let's say there is a CTF with 40 challenges and allow only for 4 people. So in that case, you need to communicate with teammates and split the challenges between teams. So some peoples may be expert in reverse engineering, some peoples may be expert in web challenge, some may be crypto. Like that way, you need to identify the skill set between team and assign the uh, challenges uh, between teammates. So other thing is some peoples may be stuck within their challenge. So in that case, we have to communicate with them, we have to help them. Some peoples, so when we deal with people, sometimes it may be hard, so we have to work as a team. So it will help us a lot to build our communication skill and team spirit. So that's a very good advantage through the CTF. So the last one is award and recognition. So once you finish the handover, finish the CTF event, so it has sometimes some CTF has global recognition. If you play the DEF CON or SAN CTF, you can put it into your CV maybe, and while interview you can tell it, hey, I have completed DEF CON CTF event. So see, this is my rank. Like that way, it's well recognized. It's just a it's not just a simple thing. You can tell it as your skill and capacity. Okay, so next one, where can we find the CTF? So here I have divide into 3 different phases. So beginner level CTF, intermediate level CTF, advanced level CTF. So if you think I saw some student couldn't score a lot during hack to win CTF. So in that case, I prepared them to start from the beginning. So how they can start from the beginning? So I suggest you to start with Metasploitable 2 and DVWA, Damn Vulnerable downloadable web application project. So these are good place to start. So what you need to do is just I'll explain little bit about that these two CTF. So Metasploitable 2 developed by Rapid7. The true intention of this Metasploitable 2 VM, it's a virtual machine actually, so you can download it, that file. So it's developed for to gain your skill for Metasploit framework, but still you can use publicly available exploit and the other different techniques to exploit it. So all this is bit old, but still it's still more valuable to gain your skills, because there are a lot of write-ups available in the internet. So you can Google it and refer to the write-ups and download them, review them. Then you can follow up the same steps to hack them. So it will gain your skills. It will teach you new techniques. So then other one is DVWA. DVWA, Damn Vulnerable Web Application Project. This one basically focused on OWASP Web Application Top 10. So this is very good to improve your skills. So in DVWA, there are three categories: easy level, medium level, and hard level. Just start with easy level and try yourself. If you stuck, you can read for the write-ups on the internet, and you can try it again and again a lot of time, because these are the downloadable files. You can host yourself and you can try whatever the time you want. So I want to tell you one more thing. Don't host these files on your local machine. Just use a VM. VM means virtual machine. So you can install maybe Oracle or VMware virtual machine and try it yourself. It will help you to improve your knowledge and skills. The another one for the beginners, we can recommend you CTF Learn. So just go to ctflearn.com, then you can read it and go through the instructions. Okay, the next category is intermediate level. So I recommend you to play Hack the Box, or if you prefer to download VMs and try to play, I recommend you to Valhub. So Hack the Box is there are two ways you can do it. Hack the Box. One is paid versions, so just take a 1 year subscription and play it, or free. So free version, so you can see there are some boxes are there. So there is a community also there, so you can join the community and ask some questions, and you can start playing there. So Valhub machines, what you need to do, download that one. And if I always prefer for Valhub, because as medium level, you can read the write-ups on the internet. So just start with write-ups. It doesn't matter, because you are just learning here. You are just not going to do an event or something. There is no time critical thing here. So in that case, it is best thing is read the things and gain knowledge. Then you can go for the real stuffs. Yeah, for the Hack the Box, there is a website called ipsec.rocks. So please go there. So when you go there, that guy had posted in videos in YouTube. You can go through them. This guy is explaining a lot of tactics where you can learn while you are playing the CTF. So initially, if you can get a subscription, then you can access to retired boxes. Then retired boxes means they are not available for the live score, but they are with the write-ups. So in that case, you can gain your skills. Okay, so
Suranga, there are some questions.
Yeah, go ahead, Hoiru.
Yeah, can the slides be shared? I believe we can share the slides. Any issues?
Yeah, we can share, of course.
Yeah. Then for the second question, the resources, most of these are free. Some require subscription for maybe retired boxes, but there are still other boxes that are still live which are free. So
yeah, we put, because all these are, especially for beginners, all these are free, but I put this in, there are ton of resources available in the internet, so I just put this for your reference. But you can read through, go through Google, and you can find a lot of CTF, and you can play here and there. It doesn't matter, because everything will teach you something. So I highlighted these places because if you feel at the beginning where should I go, then you can start, at least you can start from here. Yeah, that's the intention here. Okay, so I think I answered all these questions, right, Huru?
Yes.
Yeah, so let's move to the advanced level. Actually, even if I mention this as advanced, sometimes this may not advance because sometimes Tesla is conducting some CTF events and they are getting more peoples around the world to hack into Tesla cars. So this type of very advanced CTF events also there. But I put this, especially there is a reason to put this on the stack on the flag. So this one is this one is, if you went to ctf.test.gov.sg, you can see the more details here. This one actually held by uh, GovTech. It's our government GovTech team is the one who conducting this event. Last time I remembered they offered 30,000 or something as the gift. So definitely I highly encourage you all to register whenever the CTF event is available and play it with as a team. So it's a good for you to learn and for the recognition as well. The next one, Sans Holiday Hacks Challenge. So I put it because in every Christmas season, Sans is publishing a CTF event. So you can participate this event at the end of this year. I mean, you have a couple of more months to prepare yourself. Then you can try this one as well. Yeah. So um, yeah, let's go for a quick question again. So I'll give you 1 more minute again. Just read the question and write down the question and answer. Okay, I read you the question for you. Uh, which of the following challenge is related to insecure communication? Which of the following challenge is related to insecure communication? No more pain, PCAP Analyst 101, zero to hero, reverse engineering. Okay, just write down your answer and let's move to the next slide. Okay, nice. So we have completed the presentation. Then let's move to our the most important part, the live demonstration. Let me stop sharing and reshare. Give me a second. You all can see my screen, right, Huiru?
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool, perfect. So let's start one by one. So again, I want to tell you, this is very easy CTF event. We designed this for you to complete within 1 hour or 1.5 hours. But we allow you to play a lot of time because you need to make some experience and learn a lot. That's why we allow you to play a lot. Let's start one by one. And the other thing is, I want to tell you there are a lot of way to resolve these challenges. I will tell you the best way. Best way means maybe the worst case. I mean, it may take long time to resolve, but for your learning curve, this will add you a lot of things to your life. Yeah, let's start with first one. So I think you all know how to log in because the organizing committee provide you the login. By using that login, just log in there. And let's start with the web challenge. So when you go to web challenge, there are instructions here. They have mentioned the flag format, and they have mentioned you can find challenges at here, this URL. Let me open that URL. And also they mentioned the username and password. Let me copy paste this username and password to log in and unlock the CTF event. Oh, give me a second. Okay, here, username and the password. Okay, here we go. So we have unlocked the CTF event. So now there is no any other additional details. Let's start to play. So first thing we need to know. So this CTF, as I mentioned earlier, this CTF designed to demonstrate real world scenarios. I mean, most of time they use live vulnerabilities. You know, when developers doing some developments, they always prefer to comment out things, because sometimes if they make a mistake, they comment out that mistake, or if they realize something that not needed, then they comment out that function or field code segment. So in that case, I preferred you to go to page source at the beginning and review the page source. So let's go line by line if there is anything commented or not. So we can see, we can scroll horizontally. Let's go there. Yes, we found the first flag. See, so it's commented there. So just we can copy that one and we can submit to the dashboard. So just copy it and paste it. Hey, wait a second. Did you observe? I feel this one is more similar to this one. So the in the CTF event, the flag format is I just let me copy this one and paste it as a flag first. So let's remove it and paste it. Yes, that's correct. So in that case, this is not a tricky thing. So if I definitely believe some of you tried to submit this as a flag, then they got 5 marks. So, but they don't know from where this flag came from. Actually, it's came from the page source. So it's that's the thing you need to learn. So basically, when developers doing something developments, they always commenting out their code, and when they understand commenting, the commit they use for two different purposes. One is to make their code meaningful, and other one is sometimes if they make a mistake, so they just they just commit out that code segment and move forward. That's how they are doing. Yeah, so we resolve the first challenge. That is this one. I believe majority of you already got this challenge, because this one has the most resolution ratio rate. So let's go to the next one. Next one is Chronicle of Narnia challenge. So again, there is no additional instruction. Just go there and try to find the flag. So I am not prepared to get any hint here, because I tell you, if one more thing, there is a question also there. So when we start to resolve a CTF, I'm just in within the first 5 minutes. I should not go for any hint, because I have another at least 70 hours to go. So if I stuck at the end of the CTF event, yes, I need to click on hint and get some hint to find the flags, because every hint will cost us. So every hint will deduct some marks. Yeah, so let's try to find the second challenge, Chronicle of Narnia. So there is no additional instruction. That one also should be around here. So from the source code, we did observe that one. But by going through this one, we can see written by Sura. Maybe this is a hint. Maybe this is a hint. I don't know. So there is a link here. So we can click on this one. It's admin login. Okay, let's click it. Oh, it's asking for login. So you can try different logins here. Yo, let me try for Sura first, because we saw there is a user called Sura. I just post in username as Sura, password as Sura. Let me try it. Okay, no luck, because if there is any luck, I believe something should come, but we cannot resubmit and we cannot take a look at the page source. In that case, I think nothing interested. Let me go back and try with admin user. Admin, I'm just guessing here, password as admin, because most of time all the developers or all the routers switches configuration guys use default credentials. So this is a big vulnerability around the world. So that's why we put it here. Here we go. So admin credentials work for us. So let me save this one for future reference, or if you don't want to save, you can ignore it. Yes, so we unlocked another page, another, I believe that challenge should be here. So let me go to the page source first, because there may be something interested. Oh, let me read. I don't think anything interested, but I can see input form here, input field disabled. So let me check here. Yes, they are trying to take in inputs but disabled. If you read this one, you can see there's instructions and coming soon 35 days left. That means this is under construction. See, we have temporarily disabled this feature due to reported security bugs. So definitely they gave you a hint. So it's disabled. Let's try to enable it. Go to inspect. Then once you go to inspect, you can click this small arrow here and click on here. So then once you click on here, you can see that disable field. Just double click on that disabled word and remove it. Once you remove it, you can see this is getting unblocked. See, now you can edit it. Just let's since the button shows as ping, let's put IP. Since they are telling it as 8.8.8.8, let's put 8.8.8. Then take a look at the other places as well, especially URL and other places. So once we click pin, okay, it got completed. But if you try to scroll a bit down, it's more look like command execution vulnerability. See, so yes, I believe. And other interesting thing is, you can see uh, there is a field appears in the URL. If you read that form correctly, you can see form method is get. That means form submission method is get method. There are few method: get, post, head, delete. So you need to familiar with this method. Get method means passing parameter through URL. Post method means passing parameter through the body. Okay, so now we know it's get method and the parameter calls 8.8.8. So simply we can check for the command executions. How we can check? So it's, you need to search for command execution cheat sheet or something on the Google, and you can try how we can execute command. For example, in Linux, so we can execute multiple commands by putting a colon like this. So just put colon, and as simple, let's try with simple command. Here I am trying only ls command. Let me try it first. So I'm just trying ls command and see what's going on there. So since I have open inspect element, I can see there are some information pop up here. And if you take a look here, you can see there is a text file called CTF web challenge flag.txt. Here we go. I think we got the first flag. No, second flag. Let me copy this one and let me open that file. How we can open it? Through the identified command injection. So just cat this one and put the file. So once you put enter, okay, here we go. We got the flag. So I think this is the flag. Let me copy this one and paste it here. Oh no, it's wrong. Maybe this is not the correct flag, but it's under mentioned flag format, right? So that means we found maybe another flag. We can try for another challenge. So let me copy paste for the other challenge. Okay, let me submit it. Wait a second. I think I need to recopy it. I didn't copy it. Okay, this one. Let me copy it and go there and repaste. Incorrect. Here we go. Yeah, so this is not the correct flag for the Chronicle of Narnia, but this was the correct flag for hero to zero, zero to hero. So in that case, uh, we missed that one. So how we missed? So in sometimes maybe around here, but I believe this flag should come before this flag, because it's mentioned here before the next flag. So it as a hint, we can take it as a hint. So I prefer to intercept traffic and check back the whole flow. So let me go to the login page, go back, or you can just simply remove this one and go to the login page and login back. So yeah, let's unlock the CTF event because it mentioned for the all the challenges, username and the password. Okay, let's log in there. Okay, for next one, since we missed that flag, I preferred before we log in there, I prefer to intercept traffic. How we can intercept traffic? We can use the simple ways. We can use burp suit here. So let me use burp suit. So I believe you all are aware of this tool. So this is very useful tool in application pen testing. Okay, I have opened the burp suite. So to use burp suite, I need to intercept traffic between browser and burp suite. In that case, we have to set up proxy. I used application called Foxy, this one. So if you are not familiar with this one, we can Google it. Foxy proxy, just search for this one. So proxy this is an extension, actually extension for Firefox or Chrome, both for both browsers. This is available. Just since I'm using Chrome browser, I'm just searching for the Chrome extension and it's there. So since I have already have installed, I do not need to remove and install, but you can install it. Once you install, it will appear here. Just go to options and click on add new proxy, and you can put a general name here and proxy details. So you need to put host or IP address here. You can put host as localhost or IP address as 127.0.0.1. This is the IP address for localhost. You can put these things. By default port for burp interception is port 8080. Just remember it. You can change it if you want, but let's use the default port. I use the default port as 8080 and just make it save. Once you save it, the name will appear here. So I create a use proxy for burp. Burp is the name that I gave. So I am clicking here. Then the icon become blue color from the yellow color. So at the same time, you can see it is intercepting the traffic. So let me remove these two tabs.
Suranga, there's a question on whether the website actually blocked Firefox access. Do you have a Firefox on your machine?
Yes, I have Firefox. Do you want to demonstrate me on Firefox?
Yeah.
Give me a second.
And
Yeah.
also, there was a comment that the challenge stated that burp suite wasn't allowed in the rules.
Burp suite pro version is not allowed, but anything burp suite pro version not allowed because it is automated scanner. But burp suite community version, I use burp suite community version here. See, so it is allowed for all the CTF events because there is no scanning feature available here, because you cannot scan here because it's disabled by default. So you can use intruder, repeater. Even if you use intruder, you can have only one thread to see. You number of thread required is one thread. One thread means it is not possible to brute force from the burp suite. It may take long time. So this is the limitation of the burp suite community version. So if you have the pro or professional version, there is no limitation like number of threads and the scan activities, as well as you can use default extensions given by burp suite owners, I mean company, Potswingers. Yeah, these are the things. So in that case, this is more like developer tools, like I mentioned here. Here, if you went to inspect elements, whatever the thing you can do. So same thing, give me a second, sorry. Same thing you can do with burp suite. So in that case, burp community version never will get banned on any CTF event. It has limited features because it's only for the intercepting traffic.
Yeah, I think mainly for CTF event, what they are not allowing is for automated scanners to be used against the servers.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me demonstrate for the Firefox. Give me a second. Firefox. here. So if you came to Firefox, you can search for Foxy extension Firefox. No need to type, it's already there. So just go to that one and you can click add. So it's asking for add, just add it. See, you already got it. Just go to options and you can click here add. You can put a name, burp demo, something like that. And proxy type, no need to define, just put 127.0.0.1 and port as 8080. Okay, just save it. And once you turn it on, it will intercept this one as well. But I have to switch it off because there may be confusion here because I have enabled it in on the Chrome as well. So this is how we can install this one. I think this will be answered your question, right? This is the answer for your question. Am I correct, Hiru?
Yeah, I think it answers the question.
Okay, so let's back to the CTF again. So here we have to log in again. So user is already here. Let me copy paste and password. Let me copy paste it from the. Oh, I'm getting. What is this? I don't know. Let me. Okay, it's from the dashboard. Let me give me a second. Oh, let me disable for temporarily for now. Yep. So just copy the password and go here and paste it. Before you click submit, turn it on. Oh, not this one. Okay, let me forward this one. Oh, that means Chrome password. That means what? We are trying to log on with Chrome password. So that means we should try with so admin here. Admin. Let me make sure that we have intercept on and just click login. And yes, we intercepted the traffic and send this to repeater tab. So then why we are sending this to repeater, we can resubmit this request again and again. See, so I'm just submitting for one time. Let me submit. Oh, here we go. We got the flag some that not visible within the web page. See, so this is showing us script alert something, but we didn't show any alert. Also, we are redirecting to this page. I believe, let me check, let me submit this flag and check it whether it is the correct flag or not. I believe this should be correct flag. Copy and paste it. Oh, I think still we are intercepting traffic. Let me intercept off. Here we go, we got the flag. So how they hide that flag? So they hide that flag while we are redirecting to this page. They put it in intercepting. I mean, they immediately redirect into this this website from the login page. If you take a look at the burp repeater, you can see. So they are alerting this flag, but at the same time they are redirecting to this page from the login page. You are accessing from the login page. In that case, within no time, this this flag is popping up to you and going invisible. In that case, it is not visible to human eye. That's what happened. But by intercepting traffic, you can see it. Okay, it's cool. Now we got 3 flags. The last one is no more pain. So we can try. Same instructions available here. I believe this one should be somewhere within that command execution, because we saw one flag, but there should be another flag. So what we can do is we can go poke around here. So we can search for basically most of flags around sometimes available within home folder or web folder. Let me ls for home folder, ls home. I don't see anything. Let me check whether where we are in, where, what is the current directory, pwd. Okay, I can see current directory as this one. Okay, so and also you can check who am I. Who am I means my privilege level. What is my privilege level? So I am running this. I currently am as www dash data. That means default Apache web daemon. This is a daemon, not a user. So also you can check cat etc password. So these are the available basic things you can check. So yeah, you cannot check etc password, so I think you have to go little bit
Oh, there's a typo in your password.
oh yeah, correct. Thanks Soiru. It should be D. Let me remove this one, and still it doesn't matter whatever the number of uh, dot slash you are putting, because we use dot slash to refer to previous directory. And also you can, since we have direct command execution, we can directly refer to ACT directory and password file like this way. It should work. Yeah, here we go. It's working. And you can go through these users and take the things. But also we can just go to the previous directory and also check. Let me go to previous directory, ls space dot forward slash. Okay, here we go. I think we got the last web challenge.txt file. I think this may be the file we are looking for. Let me copy this file name, and if you are accessing previous directory, you have to put against colon here, then cat this file. So let me cat this file and check it. Did I got the flag? No, I think maybe something wrong. Why is that? Okay, you can do it like that way. Since you have command execution, cat, go one directly back and search for this flag. Here we go. We got the flag. So let's submit this one. Where it is here. Cool. Yes, it's correct. Now we resolve all web challenges. It's pretty easy, right? So I will tell you one pro hint here. So we found these challenges one by one, but since we know that since they have mentioned clearly, flag format is CDC dash something. See, so the CDC dash some characters. For this one also we observed flag is CDC dash something. All these challenges have same common flag format. In that case, I prefer you to search around these directories for the similar pattern. What you can do is you can run a grep command. If you're not aware of this grep command and the keywords, you can go to terminal. You can use the manual man grep. You can use this one, and you can read the documentation. V means verbose. Okay, and what is our intention here is to identify files with pattern called CDC dash. Okay, so in that case, if we are going to identify a pattern, so we need to ignore the cases. So we need to use dash I command. And also we need to get the file name. So we need to use simple L command. Simple L means files with match. I mean, give us the file name. Don't use capital L. So that gives us file without match. So it will be more noisy. I mean, there are some inbuilt features, and we need to do it recursively in between all the folders. So in that case, we need to find recursive. Maybe recursive start with R, right? Yeah, here. Uh, this is the minus R is for the recursive method. So in that case, we can go to that page. Give me a sec. Where is my web page? Okay, here. Okay, let's what we can do is we can use we can grep our current directory. Our current directory is var www hacktwin1.kaliyama.com, or we can grep for the root web directory. Grep, I told you, minus R for recursive, minus I for case insensitivity, and simple L for give us the file name, minus RIL. Then our command is CDC, pattern is CDC dash, and the directory is var www. This is the web default web directory. So let me search for this one. Run this command. Okay, I think it returned us something, but it is not much clear enough. Then what I can do is, again, since it is not clear enough, I can intercept this traffic. So I'm just hit entering, and I got it here, and I send it to repeater. Wait a second. I send this to repeater. From the repeater, I am trying this. Okay, so let me submit it. Oh, it's well formatted here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are four files contain the flags, so we can see it. So actually, in our CTF event, we also saw only 4 challenges. I believe these flags contain within these files. So this is just a pro tip for you to save your time. You no need to look in for everywhere. It's all about your thinking pattern. So just search for that pattern around these directories. You can search for the root directory. I mean, just run it as, instead of var www, you can run it for root directory, but it will consume a lot of times, as well as, sometimes you may not be able to access some files because of the permission issue. You are accessing this as www dash data daemon. Yeah, I think you understand and you got to learn some stuff through these web challenges. So then you can access in these files one by one. You can check the uh, check the available flags. For example, instead of the www, we can paste the whole URL here and submit it. I prefer to have another repeater tab. Okay, let's submit here. Oh, I put ls command, not grep command, but I can, instead of grep command, I can use cat command. Cat dash, wait a second, cat dash this URL. We have to encode this one. You can use control U to character encoding, then send it. Oh, maybe something went wrong. You can try it from the browser and you can play around it, but definitely this is the way to get the flag. So since we all submit these flags, this is just extra hint for you to find flags easily. Okay, let's move the next one, the cryptography challenges. So far, any questions do you have? Just feel free to post on the chat. Okay, so cryptography challenge. Let's give me a second. I think it's still intercepting traffic. Yeah, let me stop the intercepting. I think we no need burp suit for the next challenge because we completed the web challenges. Let me close it and turn off the interception. Okay, once we open this one, we can see a file to download. Okay, let me download first. I have downloaded and I am opening it. Oh, small string is there. Okay, so I have no idea what is this string, but this is under crypto challenge. That may be this is encoded or encrypted. This may be encoded or encrypted flag. I don't know, but by reading this one, this is a bit unusual name for me. let me search this on the Google. So yeah, ancient family number. In ancient time, 13 was the number associated with goodness and driving something, some blah, blah, blah. There are some information available. And the 13 is the important thing here. You can see 13 is the associate number with ancient femininity. So since this is belong to crypto, we all know there is a algorithm called ROT 13. Just search for ROT 13. There is a website with ROT 13. So I think I can submit this flag here. And oh, wait a second, I haven't copied that one. Yeah, let me copy that file. Give me a second. Okay, here. So let me copy that string and submit it to ROT 13 algorithm. Just hit enter. Oh, it's still encoded or encrypted, but I believe it should be ROT 13. And this is look like base 64 encoding. Let me try to decode this one. So how we can decode? Echo and paste the string. Oh wait, paste the string, and you can grep. You can use that pipe command, pipe base 64 minus d. So here we go. So I think we got the flag easily. Yeah, just copy this and let's try to submit it. Copy section and let's go here and try to submit. Paste, submit. Here we go. So I think we resolve it immediately. Yeah. Let me close these unnecessary browsers and tabs. Okay, so for now, we resolved the crypto challenge as well. So let's go for next easy one. So forensic challenge. Let me open this one and let me try. Okay, there is no hint available, no hint or no instructions, just to download this PCAP. Oh, it's a PCAP format. Let me click and open it. School. It started with the Wireshark. So this one also 5 marks. This must be very simple. And by looking at this, we can see only 10 packets. Definitely, this is very small piece of communication. Usually, when we are doing, you can open and see how much uh, traffic going through your interface when you intercept the traffic through Wireshark. And here you need to take a look at the protocols especially. So you can see TCP and HTTP traffic. So HTTP means unencrypted traffic in HTTP protocol. So we can take a look at here. So by looking at this one, I don't see anything. And by looking, I can, since it is 10, I can go one by one packet. So you can see here the hex values. Oh, this has more details. Let me check. Yeah, but more details. It's hard to read for me. And let's go one by one. Okay, so the next thing we can do is follow the stream. There is a feature called in Wireshark. You can follow the TCP or UDP stream. So let's follow the HTTP stream. So when we follow the HTTP stream, here we go. We found the flag. So you know that's the weakness of the unencrypted and insecure communication. So when we use HTTP traffic, HTTP protocol to communicate, anyone can do man in the middle attack and intercept the traffic and obtain the whatever the thing we communicate. Sometimes maybe our password, sometimes maybe some sensitive informations. So everything they can see, because you also can see unencrypted HTTP protocol can easily intercept the traffic. Yeah, since we got the flags, let's go there and let's try to submit it. Yes, here we go. I think we got it successfully. Then we have two more things to complete: invisible flag and reverse engineering. I prefer to go for steganography challenge. Yeah, so no instructions, still one file. Let me download it and open it. Oh, it's contained. Oh, it's a big file. See, you can see in summary, it's a big file. But I feel by looking at this one, let me go to downside. There is another small hint. So if it is end up with one equal mark or two equal marks, that means most probably this is encoded with base 64. This is just a hint to keep in your mind. So it may be easy for you to understand whether it is base 64 or not, but this is not true at the all the times, but most of cases this may be true. If you see equal marks at the end, most probably this is base 64 encoded. Still we can check it. Let me go to browser and let me quiet it. Yeah, so what is my current directory? I'm in home directory. Let me go to download folder, and that file name is text.txt. Let's check the file format. File text.txt, this file name. So I can see it as X key. So I and as based on my knowledge, I got a hint. This may be most probably encoded with base 64. Let me decode it first. Cat text.txt, and I am just decoding it with base 64 and redirecting it to decoded is stegno.txt file. So let me run it. Okay, so we created this file. Let's try to cat this file, or let me try less command because it's a big file. Less decode.txt file. Oh, there is a maybe file, maybe a binary file. So see it anyway. I don't want to see it. So let me run file decode stegno.txt file. Oh, it's an image file. See. Oh, nice. We all know steganography all about the images. So I think we extract the image file. Let me go to the download folder and let me check that file. See, it's still it's text under text file name. So let me move that decode stegno to decode stegno jpg. Okay, I rename it and let me go again. Okay, school, this is an image, but there is no flag mentioned here. See, that means that flag hidden inside this image. So uh, when we come to steganography, there is a tool called, there is a very famous tool called stegnohide. So let's try with that stegnohide. So stegnohide not by default not coming with Kali. You can easily install it. So just go to Google, search for install stegnohide Kali. Yeah, like that. Just search it. Then just go to any link and yeah, it is pretty easy to install. apt sudo apt get install stegnohide dash y means always yes. It will not prompt for any yes request. Sometimes you need to yes. That's why they use it. You don't need to use this if you can manually mark it as yes. Okay. So since I have installed, I am not going to run it, but you can try it. Let me close this tab and go to the terminal, and I'm just trying to run. Give me a second. Tag hide minus help, because I want to know what are the available commands. So for extract, they use minus extract keyword, and to input a file, they use minus sf or minus steg file. So to select stego file. So in here, what we can do is, so we can use steg hide minus extract and minus fx, then image file, and we can put minus v for verbose mode. If there is any error or any information, sometimes the flag can be within that error, that verbose mode. So in that case, we need, it's better to put minus v. Here it is asking for passphrase. Let's try without passphrase. Oh, here we go. I think we got another file called flag.txt. I think this is the file we are looking at. So let me copy this one and let me cat this file. Cat this file. So here we go. I think we got that flag. Let me go there and submit. Okay, cool. I think we submitted that one as well. So this is how I know that now you feel it's pretty easy, right? So yes, now we have resolved a lot of challenges, and the last one we have is reverse engineering. It's the highest score. So we have resolved almost 70, and let's go for this one. So when we open that challenge, there is no instructions, only JS file. Okay, that means JavaScript reverse engineering. Okay, let's download it and let me open it. Okay, once I open it, I can see one line. Oh, it's a big line. It's hard to read for me. I don't think flag is directly visible. So let me beautify this one. Let me copy this whole text and go to Google, search for JavaScript beautify.
Suranga, there's a question related to the JPEG asking what was, can you repeat the JPEG one?
Yeah, give me a second. Okay, yeah, I'll re-explain that part. Okay, so for now, just forget about the JavaScript challenge. I'll close it and I'll come to that JPEG one steganography. So what we did here, we just download this text file. So once I download this one, I just try to open it. So when I open it, I saw it content. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah. Here, once I open it, I observed. So there is a huge text, but it make no sense for me. When I scroll up to down, then I saw two equal marks. Simply one equal or two equal at the end. That means this may be encoded with base 64, but this is not true all the time. This is just a hint for you. I mean, I'm telling you as a hint. So when you saw equal marks at the end, always try to decode with base 64. So how we can decode this one? This is big file. If we try to echo command, it will be very noisy. So I'm decoding this as a text file. So how I am doing this one, since I have downloaded that text file, I am cat this text file text.text and I pipe it to base 64, and my base 64 minus d means base 64 decode, and I am redirecting output to decode.techno.text because I saw this is a text file. I believe the output may be a text file. That's why I put it as, you no need to put extension. We can put whatever thing. I will put it as for the demonstration. I will put it as demo 2. I do not put any name here. So if you want to know a lot about the redirections, there are three type of redirections. So standard out means the displays one type of redirections. You can use that T command. T means this is the pipe. So you can use pipe to display redirect output to both display and the if you want to redirect to file, you can put the file name here. The one forward direction means without putting the output to display, without putting output to display, override the file name. And double forward direction means so just amend to the file. So that's what I did. So you can read more about redirections on the Google. So okay, what I am doing here is I am just opening this file and decoding with base 64 and redirecting to the demo 2 file. Okay, let me run this command. It's done. Then let me run file demo 2. So let me check the file type. So once I check the file type, so it show me JPG image. So since uh, I haven't put any file extension, I need to rename it. Move demo to demo demo2.jpeg. I am renaming it to JPEG because I want to see what is that image. So then I am going to the download folder. This is the file demo2.jpeg. I'm just opening it. Okay, while opening it, I cannot see anything. So what I'm doing here, I'm just closing this one. I think something inside that file. In that case, since this is crypto challenge, so sorry, Stegno challenge, there is a tool called Steg hide. So if you not aware of this file, just go to Google, search for Steg hide. So this is not coming with Kali by default. You have to install it. So Steg hide install Kali Linux. Just search for that one. So just go to any link mentioned here and go through the document, and you can see the download instructions here. What you need to do is just sudo apt get install Steg hide. That's all. Since I have installed, I am not running. If you want, I can try that command. Yeah, just go here, then clear the screen for your, yeah, so just paste it here. If my screen is not zoom enough, I can zoom for you. Now I think it's more visible. Okay, just put, I don't want to put that minus y. If you want it, it means by default yes. So anything pop up and ask you to do the yes, you no need to do yes, because since you define the minus yes. But I want to see anything is pop up or not. So just put it here, then asking for the password. Just enter the password and hit enter. Then it will automatically install. So since I have installed, no newly installed. See? Okay. So then let's work with Steg hide tool. So Steg hide. Since I don't know what is the usage of this file, I can go for the help. So Steg hide minus help. So once we run the Steg hide minus dash dash help, we can see the available commands within that tool. So my basic focus is to extract the data. See, and I need to extract data from a file. See, so in that case, I need to use this flag and this keyword, this not flag, this keyword and this keyword. So this minus fx, sf, and minus extract keywords. So I also prefer to use minus v or minus verbose to display detailed information, because since this is a CTF, it is good to see lot of details. That's why I preferred here. So let's rerun this tag hide minus extract, and the file name was demo2, and we can put minus verbose mode demo2.jpeg. Here we are not, I am not going to give any pass space because I don't know. I'm just trying blindly with empty pass space. Okay, so oh, what happened? There is a typo here. See, it should be demo. Okay, here we go. I think, oh, let me check. This is the file name. Yeah, here we go. It's worked now. So it's asking to override that file. Yes, we need to override. Yeah. So then we got a file called text.txt. I need to open that file. Let me cat flag.txt. Here we go. We got the flag. Once we obtain the flag, copy it and submit it to the dashboard. I believe now you are clear. Okay, cool. Yeah, I actually I didn't try this one with is I think someone mentioned about CS tag, right?
Yeah, I think David mentioned that he tried with Z stack, but it didn't work.
Yes, I think he got the answer as well. Yeah, yeah. So I think who do you answer to that question, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah. So
guessing it's because it's a different file format.
yes, that's why I always encourage you to run with file command. File demo2. See, so wait, there is no file because I moved it. Let me check another file crypto, whatever the file name. When you try it, so you can see it's a clear
Sorry,
text.
can you hear me?
Hey, yes, yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, because the last time I tried the last time I tried using a the last time I tried using a base 64, and it ended up being a PNG file, so it was unusable.
Oh, I see, but
Yeah,
maybe
maybe
corrupted.
because
Yeah.
I wasn't using the Kali software.
No, it
Still
doesn't
using,
matter. It doesn't matter if you use it. If
yeah,
you
there has to be something which somehow results in the PNG file, not a JPEG.
yeah, maybe I don't believe because if something corrupted, then that file format will get changed, unless because there must be, I mean, it doesn't matter whether it is Kali or Linux or Windows, because that algorithm behind that snake hide is legendary. So that algorithm runs smoothly on every platform. So in that case, I don't believe it will be cause any impact, but sometimes when you copy paste things or when you decode things, maybe some file corruption lead to that issue.
I see.
Yeah,
So
it's maybe unfortunate situation, right? You miss that flag during that error. Yeah, these things can happen. Yeah,
I was
obviously.
that close to getting the answer.
Yeah, very close. Yeah, it's a good learning curve for you. Yeah, these things can happen. Yeah, so I think we all are clear for this one. So we have the last one. Let me remove some files from this one, because since I download, I will remove this one. And I will remove all this because we already resolved all the challenges. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the last challenge. This one, let me download the file again. Okay, I downloaded the file and I open it. Yeah, once I open it, it's one single line. So let me scroll. Oh, let me scroll it to the end. So yeah, the thing is it's very lengthy file. So let me copy everything. And since it is not formatted well, I can go to Google and search for beautifier. So just Google JavaScript beautifier, just go there. So once you go there, you can see, just copy paste the string and click on the beautify code. Once you click the beautify, you can see a little bit beautified code. So let's copy this one. Wait a second. Okay, we can click copy to clipboard here, and let's go to the text editor and Control N for new tab and paste the code, and let's save it. Before I save it, you all know, so if I want to debug this code through browser, so there are multiple ways to obtain this flag, but I always prefer to debug through the browser, because I will tell you some pro hint later how to obtain this flag without debugging, but we must learn how to debug JavaScript, because JavaScript is most it used wide. I mean, we all use this every day for our day-to-day activities, because it's widely available on almost all web applications. So it's the most popular scripting language. In that case, I prefer you to I would like to introduce you how to debug these things. So if you want to debug these things, you need to save this as a HTML page, or you need to call these functions within HTML. So let me form a HTML page and let's do it in easy way. HTML. Okay, HTML, and okay, so once we define the HTML, let me put at the end. And we need to define body, HTML body. And let's define HTML body at the end as well. Okay, we need to define script tags. Let's define the script tags here. Okay, if you don't know how to call a functions within a HTML file, we can Google. So before that, let's quickly go through this file, because it's let me save it as HTML first. So I'm just saving it as decode js.html. Okay, here we go. So we can see it in color manner. So once we save it, so just let's quickly go through this function. I don't know, there is a function and with some characters. Yeah, so we can see it called within other functions as well. See, so and there is a function with human readable characters. It's my function. So I think let's start from this function. This may give you some more value, but still you can go through the content and it's still you can understand some tips. But if still let's go through the things. If you don't know how to call this function, we can call JavaScript function through a HTML button. So just go to Google, just search for how to call JavaScript function in HTML button. Just search anything as you feel. So yeah, JavaScript click event. So you can see W3 schools, there is a website with a JavaScript click event. So when you go there, you can see there is a code snippet. Just copy that one and paste it into the your HTML body section. Once you paste it, make sure to change that function name. But in this case, it's almost similar, but you can just copy this one and paste here. So what happened here? So when we run this this page, HTML page, it will appear a button. When you click on that button, it will call this function. So simply this is how we can call this function within HTML page. So once we save it, once we make changes, just save it and go to the file location here. So go to the browser, open the browser, go to the file location and drag and drop that file. Okay, now it is running. So you can see there is a tick button, click me. So just click it. Oh, once you click it, please enter magician name. So let me enter, since we saw some names, let me enter something. Nothing happened. So maybe admin, I don't know. I'm just trying something. It's nothing appeared to here. So we can start with debugging. Just go to inspect element, and once you go to inspect element, you can go to the sources. Just go there, and once you click on the file name, it is appeared here. So we let's make it bit bigger. Okay, so how we can debug the file? So we can put debug point by clicking on this bar numbers in for everything. So let's start to debug everything at the beginning. Just put I'm just sometimes I may miss some debug point, but just put debug points for everything. That's the good practice. And start to understand the code. So this is how developers diagnose things, so debug things. So once you click on the click me, it will come to the debug point. So because we call the function called my function, it is come to here when we click the it will hit the this debug point once we click that button. So how we can continue debugging? So there are multiple buttons here. When we click this one, it will automatically play and resume the execution. When we click this one, step over means it's hopping to step. So basically yeah, next one, this one, step into next function call. So this is digging inside step by step. And next button is step out from the current function. So that means we are going to step out. You can try all these from yourself. And this is F9 steps. So this is how we can debug. So I am using step in because we need to go to step into, because when we debug for something new, we always should go for a step in because it's give you more details. Meanwhile, just put your eye on scope section, because all the variables will appear here and the assigned value while debugging, you can see it here. So let's click step in and let's click step in. So from here it called to this function. Still we can see values for this parameters. So slowly read everything, take your time, go one by one. But here I am just doing it quickly. So you can see some values changes here. Just put your eye on here. So just go one by one. See, yeah, this is just a sign something. See, you can see there is 3 values appears. It's more looks like um, similar to CD. That means something from the flag, maybe. I don't know. Just a hint. So yeah, start to debug everything like this way. Yeah, so just complete and you can read the values here as well as here, and you can put your cursor on the variable here. So also you can see we already see this one, enter magician's name. So and the value defined as magician, so it may be not important. Yeah, let's go through. Yeah, it's pop up here. And let's put something like admin. Yeah, let's try. Oh, magician. Let's put the same thing. We don't know. Oh, sorry. Magician. Okay, let me enter. Okay, once I click enter, that parameter value become magician. Let me step in, step in, step in. Oh, it came to if condition. See, if condition. Oh, nice. If condition is comparing magician with Harry Potter. That means the correct word should be Harry Potter. So this is how we go to know while debugging. That's why I asked you to carefully debug things. Okay, now we know the value. It should be Harry Potter. Since I know that one, I passport everything, and I want to re-click again, and I want to debug again everything again. So let me continue everything. Okay, we came here. So since we know it as Harry Potter, okay, let me click. Okay, so we put the parameter as Harry Potter. Let me go through the things. I think now Harry Potter equals Harry Potter. That means that condition true, it should hit here. It inside the if function. Okay, yes, it's going inside. And yeah, sometimes it may be visible for us, the flag. Okay, still I am debugging things. And yeah, it's still, oh, what happened? That debug was ended, but we don't see the flag. What happened? That means flag is inside this function, but we miss it. Yes, obviously, because there is no print in something, but we can see a parameter here. See, so that means that variable may be forming the this variable may be forming the flag. So it may be not visible. In that case, I prefer to remove all these debug points and put debug point on that if function. I'll tell you how to do it. Okay, just remove all these things. Okay, let's put few debug points here. Yeah, for these functions at least. Yeah, so when we click this button, and we can right click here, and we can click continue to here. So once we click continue to here, it will appear that dialog box. Then we know answer is Harry Potter. So just click it OK. Then yes, here we go. So this parameter is still null, but once it come to this one, it will goes to n. In that case, we have to go one by one parameters. First one, curly bracket, C, D, C, hyphen, and this value, and some string, and the curly bracket. So everything we can see here. See, so and now we know the format. Now we know the correct order as well. So this CDC dash, the first value start with 3D, and the next part is FC. So just copy this one, and we can form that. Go to Control N for new tab, CDC dash. This is the first part, and go to the browser. This is the second part. Okay, so there are multiple ways to get this flag. I am just telling you the hardest way, and the way you can learn something out of this challenge. So here we go. So we got successfully that flag. So I believe you learn how to debug JavaScript code within a browser, and how to obtain a flag. So actually, by looking at this flag, you can easily guess the flag, because it's almost available. There are 3 parameters available, so easily you can guess this value as input parameter. Then you can take this. Also, all these values available in the HTML code as well. If you went to that text file and went down, you can see these values are available. So once you decode this one, so you can easily take that inputs, because see, the Harry Potter is already available here. Yeah, I think that's all for the demonstration. Give me some time. I need to unshare and reshare my screen to move the monitors. If there is any question, you can ask during that unsharing time. Okay, let's continue. I think we have a few more minutes, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, we already completed demonstration. Then I'll tell you a few more information, and this will help you to get the answers for the questions as well. So the challenge one work through. So actually, this challenge is the intention of this challenge is to teach you and get to know about the information leakage, because you need to go through the uh, page source. Then you observed some important things. Definitely this is very important when we are doing a pen test, or when you're doing the CTF in any other place. There are a lot of hints may be available within the page source. It's actually, this is a bug, so vulnerability posted by OWASP. You can read a lot of informations by going to this URL. Okay, this is where I just posted one small screenshot with flag and how you can find it. Okay, challenge number 2. So it's all about the default credentials. So you can read more information at OWASP or MITRE. I believe you all are familiar with MITRE framework. So it's all about the attack vectors and attack designs. You can read a lot on the internet. So I have pasted the links here. So later, once you receive the presentation, you can go through these things. Yeah, so this is just a screenshot. Okay, web challenge number 3. It's all about the broken access control. Did you saw I just enabled simply disabled field. I mean, it's disabled from the front end, from the client side in the HTML page. But this we call this as broken access control. So if you want to read more about broken access control, this is a big vulnerability. So when you are doing pen testing or CTF or bug bounty program, just always just look for the broken access control. So because this is the most famous and available vulnerability. And also it is a bit harder to detect from the automation tools. Okay, so you can read these things under MITRE and CWE, common vulnerability exposure. So there are a lot of places you can read about these things. So I have posted a screenshot here for you for those who couldn't participate in the CTF event. Okay, so last web challenge 4 is again broken access control and sensitive data information exposure. So it's all about doing the lateral movement. So when you get initial access to any system, you need to navigate through the whole environment. So then you can get more information. So that in defense perspective, we must need to learn so not to put sensitive information in any other place than secure places. So and also we need to put correct permissions. So these are the things we have to learn. We need to learn when we maintain sensitive files. Okay, just this is just example and screenshot. Okay, so the crypto challenge. Cryptography challenge, I didn't told you at the beginning. So if you access this cyber chef, you can do a magic. So you just go to this magic tab, just paste your input here and click the magic tab. It will automatically unlock your flag. So you no need to decode with base 64. This is just a magic, but I don't want to show you at the first place because this is something to teach you and this is something to learn you. You can use this tool, but always I prepared you to learn about that Roth 32 algorithms, Caesar ciphers. These are very important for your education perspective as well as crypto algorithms, and crypto is the world becoming the world famous day by day. So this is the critical thing, as well as you need to learn these things. So I just put this for your reference. You can access this one and you can play around this one. This is very cool tool available in the internet. You can download this file and run it offline. Say HTML web-based tool. Okay, I already explained you about the Stegnohide. So this is a tool available and this uses legendal algorithm. So just play with it. Oh, wait, sorry. Again, forensic, we use PCAP 101. So here you saw that unencrypted HTTP traffic. So it means insecure communication. So insecure communication also biggest threat. So you can learn and read a lot on WASP. Also, if you interested to learn more about Wireshark, I have posted a link, but it may be not the perfect link for you. You can watch YouTube videos and you can search for some other additional contents on the internet. Okay, so my reverse engineering challenge actually for you to teach how to debug JavaScript. JavaScript is the most popular scripting language used around the whole web. So in that case, to become familiar with JavaScript, you need to play around it. That's why I put. So there are multiple ways to obtain this flag easily, but I don't recommend these ways because you need to try harder to learn something yourself. Yeah, I have put some links for you to go through and learn things, but you can go through, again, you can go to YouTube videos and others resources available within internet. Okay, so we came to the end of our presentation, and I think we are close to I think we have few more minutes. So if as a CTF player, I always encourage you to never give up. Take it as an attitude. So try yourself. Don't let others to try yourself. So that means you need to gain yourself. You need if you played yourself, you at least you will learn one or two technique from one CTF event. So if you played 100 or 200 CTF event, you will, without knowing yourself, but you will learn 100 techniques. So it will improve your skills, and when you go to the industry, one day when you go to the industry, you will become a pro pen tester or CTF player or a pro hacker. I mean ethical hacker. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Organizing committee, it's over to you. I'll unshare my screen.
Thank you. Yeah, so the slides for this presentation will be shared through the email and the Telegram channel later.
Yes, I will share with you. I will share with you. Then you can share with other people.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll share it with them after I received it from your side.
Yeah, I'll share with you later.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so before we end, I would like to thank the entire PayPal team for taking time off their busy schedule to conduct the workshop. I'm sure that everyone had learned a lot thanks to them as well. And with that, we'll conclude this workshop, and I'd like to thank everyone for participating in the challenge as well as the workshop. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, so if you have any questions, I believe you can put them in the chat as well.